r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. Housekeepers of Reddit. What do you know about the owners of the houses that they don't know you know? Dog walker. Here. I was dog sitting for an older work friend once and saw her days sober calendar. I was simultaneously sad because I had no idea she was struggling, and happy for her because she had almost a full month marked off. A month is amazing. Not a housekeeper but a nanny. A family once took me on vacation with them so I could watch their kids while they'd go out and explore the area. That week, my bed was the couch in the living room. It's late at night. The kids are sleeping. I'm laying on the couch and the parents get back. The dad says, "Is she sleeping?" referring to me. I didn't say anything so apparently he assumed yes. He then started farting very loudly. I would have lost it. I'm a nanny. The last family worked for I overheard the dad calling his insurance asking if a certain rehab was covered. He talks loud naturally. I heard what he was going for and everything. Nobody knew, not family, not friends. Just me and them. They never knew I knew. What was it for? Did you work there long enough to see the outcome? You need boner pills to have all those affairs. John Jones, is that you? Our maid service found our positive pregnancy test in the bathroom trash. After presumably finding negative pregnancy tests in the bathroom trash for the previous 12 months. Left us a nice little congratulations note on my wife's nightstand. Mine found the best new daddy mug I gave my husband. Bless them. They hadn't said a word about what had been in the trash. Unfortunately, I had to follow that up with the miscarriage news a month or so later. My friend who cleans houses said she once had a girl who left dirty pads all over her room. She refused to clean it. Why is she changing them in her room and not the bathroom? Oh god, the ducking smell. I can't imagine. House I used to work at had a secret passage from the master bed to the attic. Also a secret passage from a cabinet in the great room leading to the exterior of the garage. Secret passage from the master bed to the attic. My parents' old house had that. It's called the attic hatches in the bedroom closet. It was less exciting than I would have expected. A bit of an innocent one, but while I was cleaning I saw this cabinet that was very large. Like someone could fit a body in there. So, being curious, I opened it and saw a whole room. It was crazy. Inside there was a bed and lights attached to these tall wood pieces. Then a mini bookshelf with some books and a desk and computer. It was absolutely amazing. Edit. Holy crap, thanks for the upvotes. The highest I've ever gotten. Return in a month and free the captive child inside. Okay. Where she keeps her dildos. It's not obvious. Where is this amazing hiding place? Don't leave us hanging. I'm not a housekeeper, but my late aunt used to be. One of her clients, who was fairly well-to-do, had a whole closet full of genital-themed toys. And when I say toys, I'm not using a euphemism for sex enhancement items or anything like that. Literal genital toys. Wind-up penises with googly eyes on them. Pez dispensers shaped like the most browsed pages of a skin mag. I suspect these weren't official Pez brand. Rather risque variants on Pin the Tail on the Donkey. A Nerf-like gun that fired foam phalluses. Full stop. Great. Now I want a set of those wind-up chomper teeth with a penis on top. Crap. There's a secret basement in the house behind a shelf in the kitchen. The previous owner did it. Respect. Mr. Park. When you cheat on your all-organic keto diet. Why be on a keto diet if you're going to cheat? That totally ruins it. Just get yourself on a healthy diet that allows you to cheat a little here and there without completely ruining it. Working in hotels is similar to cleaning someone's house. Because those comfortable will lay it out for you. You can tell if someone is messy or tidy at home. How well they take care of their things. What they eat. How much they drink. What medical problems they may have. And if you get the chance to meet them, you can piece together why they live the way they do by telling their stories. I never made fun of our guests or judged them. That would be so unfair and intrusive. I never made fun of our guests or judged them. That would be so unfair and intrusive. For saying this. You are a serious and honorable noodle. Man of the house asked me and the other cleaning crew ladies if we have ever seen this type of dog leash. Holds up what is clearly an underbed restraint system looking confused. I didn't say shit. We all looked at each other like duck, no I'm not telling him. He says maybe she wants a dog. Why was it under the mattress? He just wandered off dragging this thing behind him. He was a nice guy, worked a lot, tipped well, gave us holiday bonuses. She was a trophy wife and was not nice to him. They divorced while I still worked there. He got a dog named Mayonnaise and was much happier. It was a rescue greyhound. Sweet dog. I don't live in that town anymore, but I hope Jim is happy still. I've never met Mayonnaise, but I already love her. Mrs. sends me to the store when she ducks the landscaper. But I hate her husband too, and she tips good. Trimming the bushes. That she got a DUI. Typical religious white collar family. Husband, wife, and 14 kids. She had one of those at home breathalyzer tests from the court sitting in the master bathroom. It takes your picture as you blow into it and it sends it to your probation officer. I only know because I was on probation a few years ago and had one too. Curiosity got the best of me and I looked at her public record. Yup. DUI, and she messed up on probation too. Had another court date. After that I started noticing 12-step books and such. My cleaning guy caught me leaving the house once. Said he knew I smoked pot because he'd find stuff for it a lot and asked if he could find me some for a camping trip with his wife. I freaked a little after he just said, I know you do marijuana. I was like, am I catching a lecture? So, did you hook a brother up? My aunt is currently a housekeeper. They had this one client who would throw used feminine hygiene products under the bed. Pads specifically. No matter how I think about this, I just can't imagine how someone can get to that level of grossness. If you've ever had a heavy menstrual cycle and wore a pad, you know sometimes not everything is absorbed into the pad. You need to immediately sit down in the toilet or it can quite literally go everywhere. Haven't been a housekeeper in years, but we can always tell when your marriage is falling apart. The amount of giving up is clear. How so? Not the housekeeper. But I thought I had this brilliant hiding spot. And when I lost my wallet, my maid told me you should hide it with those papers inside your nightstand next time. I felt such fear. She knows the house better than any of us. Disclaimer/edit. She's like family to me and has been with us for over a decade. I know for sure she would never steal from us. Reminds me of that series Weeds when the main character's brother-in-law gave her a large sex toy for Christmas. She stared at it in shock and the housekeeper took it from her and said, I'll put it in your nightstand beside the small one. Honestly, everything. I worked in a house manager/butler type of position. And there is nothing you don't find out eventually. The trajectory of the toothpaste droplets on the mirror would tell me which of the women had spent the night. I knew passwords to computers, alarm systems, bank accounts and safes that I hadn't necessarily been provided with. Drugs, kinks, medical history, sordid family secrets, skeletons in the closet. You name it. I think that's the reason salaries get obscene if you stay long enough. Your silence is literally golden. Damn, no wonder Alfred took control of Bruce Wayne's estate. In his absence. I wanna hear all of Bruce's secrets. Lays on stomach and props hands under chin. Buddy of mine used to clean houses with his mom. He told me about this one massive mansion they would clean and how there were no mirrors in the entire house. There also weren't a lot of windows, and if there were, they had thick drapes. He met the family only once and told me they were very pale and quiet people. He worked for ducking vampires. Housekeeper/nanny here. Eventually we find everything. Mainly where the sex toys are. Where dad hides all his empty energy drink cans. Where mom stores all her shopping purchases with tags still on them. Parents in general hide their unusual items in the most usual places. Simple boxes in bedroom drawers. In random linen closets. Mostly readily able to find and just out of their way. I've helped move several families and doing the checks for packing has gotten some interesting results. We know when the parents are tired and don't want to come home. We know sometimes the bar trips the parent takes before coming home. We know schedules that they say are the reason aren't really the reason. We know personal preferences they have over the years to any random assortment of thing. Seriously, who buys mayo to put on everything as their condiment of choice? Some things that we know, they know we do and accept it. A lot of the stuff we know, we find out and definitely play dumb with. Housekeeping is usually the who is dirtiest. I know which parent doesn't brush their teeth every day. Which parent is having an affair with a co-worker and left behind a recognizable item on accident. We know that they don't even consider or think much about us knowing all these things. The worst was accidentally listening to my bosses get it on. They had left the monitor for the baby in their room. It was not turned off and they to this day do not know I heard them and turned off the monitor, lol. Every time I buy a present and want to hide it from the kids, I put in super normal place where they wouldn't think about looking into. Bought them a book, put it on the bookshelf. It'll be hidden like a tree in a forest. A client of mine doesn't know I know she ducks her husband in the ass with a strap on. Or maybe you don't know she knows you know she ducks her husband in the ass with a strap on. Not at our house. But we know a lawyer who owns a company in a pretty big office likes to have hookers come to the office on nights when the stadium nearby is hosting a game. He's married. There's also always alcohol in the trash cans. Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. When I get a housekeeper, I'm just going to come clean and show them where all of the potentially embarrassing stuff is. I really DGAF and it would probably break the ice. Yes. These are my 311 albums that I still unironically enjoy. Over there is my Blu-ray of Demolition Man, which is an extremely underrated movie. And you know what the Lubriderm is for in that drawer at my computer desk, otherwise filled with paper clips and pens and old charging cables. Oh. The weeds in my sock drawer if you feel like toking up before vacuuming. P.S. Please hide my JO lotion if I forgot to put it away last night. Thanks. Have a good shift. One of my most vanilla customers doesn't know I know about her bondage fetish. She seems like she would be a kindergarten teacher. It caught me off guard when I seen her ropes cuffs. Is it really a fetish when like half of people are into it? That many of them are setting their kids up to fail in life. I'm interested. Go on. I was a nanny and babysitter for an exclusive high-end agency. I am trying to choose a story. I have hundreds. I guess I'll go with this one. One of my regulars was a little math genius in one of the best universities in the country. Her apartment was across from the dorms. Aside from sleeping with her students and others she'd pick up on casual encounters, she showed me her toy collection, which was extensive, and gave me a set of binoculars and asked if I wanted to join her on Saturday night when she liked to watch the kids having sex in their dorm rooms. I politely declined. Maybe I made a face or something because she tried to make me feel more comfortable by asking me if I'd like a drink. I accepted. Normally I'd say no. But I had to ask her something relating to her kids, I don't remember what. Anyway, we sit on the couch and she pours me some wine and then says, "I know," with a big smile. She stood up. I got a little nervous. But then she headed to the piano and started playing Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag. And that was that night. I know plays the piano. Jesus Christ, what a villain. But also I'm confused. What did you know that she doesn't know? What is her I know referring to? She sounds like she just kinda overshared. House cleaner of two clients who are, well, we're dating each other. Guy client, we will call N, has no clue what we know about him. Female client, we will call L, is a little more in the loop of what we know. N apparently cheated on L with a woman, K, who broke up his previous marriage, S. L found out and dumped his ass. He tried to get back together with L, even calling and texting multiple times a day. He did that for 2 weeks and suddenly went quiet, which clued L that he was sleeping with K again. I cleaned a few days later and sure enough, K's shoes were hidden under the couch, not a usual place. I didn't realize being in a soap opera was part of the job description. Special note. N has 3 vibrators. WTH, does a guy need 3 vibrators? Short version. Guy client cheated on female client. Twice. Surprise dildos. Stimulate his prostate. I wasn't exactly a housekeeper, but I was cleaning up files at a job that I quit a few years ago. Within a week, I found out that the owner never paid any of her bills and used government funds that was supposed to go to the adult care center she ran to buy herself expensive cars and houses that she shouldn't have been buying in the first place. Update. I hope I used the correct site, but I reported them using the HHS site. I forgot a lot about the company and I hope that their name and the city and state will be enough. That's the sort of thing you might want to report on to somewhere. Taking money from a care center shouldn't really be overlooked. Ducking like and subscribe.